Hey Damien, okay, so here's your past life spread. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at where we are, what you did with the majority of your time, an important day, another important day, the death, and the lesson learned. And we'll get hints of time throughout, alright? And so I'm just going to relay to you the images and impressions I'm getting, and your job is going to be to try to make connections wherever you can from what we're looking at here to your current life, and I'll try to help however I can, alright? So let's start. Here we have the Europe card, and when I put this down, it was right away what came to mind was Greece. So I feel like we're looking at Greece, we're looking at a male life, and they're putting us where we're starting at like a young man. So he looks like he's just, I want to say he's like just hitting puberty, so he's not a kid anymore, he's not fully an adult. And they're showing me this boy, dark hair, kind of just staring out at the water. It's kind of something that he does or enjoys. There's something about the water. In fact, I feel like he spends a lot of time in the water. So already any connections you can make with that, from, you know, enjoying swimming, the water, feeling comfortable in the water, or even just like loving the ocean, I guess, even if, you know, something like that, like where some people prefer the forest or this or that, and you might be a beach person or an ocean guy or something like that. And also Greece, if you've had any ties to Greece, if you like anything like Greek food, art, history, if you see pictures of Greece or the flag and it makes you feel a certain way, and you know what I mean, like that kind of thing, like those are kind of connections you can make. So keep your eyes open for that kind of thing. And what we're going to do is go here to what you did with the majority of your time. And this card is the Guardian card or the Protector card. So I'm trying to see what that is because they're still keeping me kind of young with this person. So I feel like how this is coming into play as the Protector or Guardian is I feel like there's a lot of responsibility on this person with their family in the way that either they're the firstborn, like son, and that's a big deal, or you're an only child. And that, you know, that would obviously make it so you're kind of like the focus point of this household. And that's what it feels. It feels more than anything, it feels like either you're an only child or you're one of two and you're the oldest. Whatever it is you're the focus point. And so in your current life, what could have happened is you came back. So your soul experienced this life where it's just you, basically. Like you're the soul thing happening in this, like you are the golden child here. So your soul could have come back to experience having a lot of siblings in this life because your soul didn't get to experience that kind of sibling ship, so to speak, the sibling, you know, the dynamics of having siblings. So also this could relate to feelings of, one, like you feel responsible for your family in some way, or two, you might actually have feelings of like that, like you might be like the special one, like you feel like you're the, you know, the gifted one, or you're gifted in a particular way that your siblings are not, that kind of thing. Just if that speaks to you, great. Then that would stem from here, it would make sense. And let's see, so let's go to the first important day. And this is the Enlightenment card. So something is expanding your horizons, your soul is growing, there's something happening here. This is the Karmic card, and this is the Relationship card. So we're looking at a karmic relationship, meaning somebody that you go in and out of lives with as to play certain roles, as buddies in one life, and then in another life you could be enemies, because even an enemy you can learn a lot from, right? So we're looking at a karmic relationship, and then this is a kind of like a sad card, just feelings of sadness, and trying to see what's going on, because there's something about like there's something about rivalry here. I feel like we're looking at someone who's like an athlete, like it looks like an athletic competition, and I feel like you come out on top, but the person like second place or whatever is like a very good friend. I feel like it's the kind of thing where you and your best friend kind of like met because you're interested in the same thing, but if that thing is competitive, you guys are going to find yourself competing against each other, and that is going to put tension in the relationship. And so what I really feel like this is we're looking at like people getting ready for the Olympics, basically. It feels like we're looking at swimming Olympics. Do they have swimming Olympics? They have, yeah, they have water stuff. So yeah, look, it feels like that anyway, like a competition of that, like that magnitude. And if it's not the Olympics, then it's like something that's huge in the Greek country or region or whatever. And I feel like we're looking at you surpassing your best friend, and it's a kind of like a feeling of bitterness involved. So I feel like here you're learning a lesson that is like, it's more about bitterness from him. Obviously, you're the one that won and he lost, but it's like you're learning a lesson about that. Like, just like how, you know, the ones you want to like make your family, like your friends, you know how friends can be families. It's almost like you're like, I need to be careful. I need to be more I need to have higher standards, or I need to be prepared for this, whatever it was. It really shook you because you knew this person since you were young. So it's like if you might be someone in your life that you may be picky, like you may have really high standards for people, or like who you associate with, so to speak, or even like what you find like valuable in people, or what you find attractive about people. Like you might have high standards for that. Let's see. There's just this feeling of this person like getting on a track and not really getting off the track, as far as like while he did beat him. So in here he beat him at this race, but there was no like, it was really like, it was not like, oh, I'm sorry, hey, better luck next time kind of thing. It was just like, well, it is what it is. I beat you. This is what we've been doing all these years. What do you expect? Of course I'm going to try my hardest and I'm going to try to beat you. It's kind of like that. Like, and so you might be someone in your current life where you expect people to kind of just understand the situation that you might find yourself in with people. Like you just expect them to kind of understand and get on board and like move along. And that would result from this person here, just very like pragmatic. On the other hand, you could have come back because you experienced your life here as somebody that was so like kind of cut and dry, like black or white, you know. You might be coming back in your current life to experience something different, where it's more like, you know, shades of gray, and you try to, you know, understand people more, and you show maybe more compassion. You might be a more compassionate person in this life than here. This feeling here is very much like winner loser kind of thing. Not that you made fun of losers, but just like winners are good, losers aren't, like that kind of thing. Very cut and dry, black and white again. So you could be coming back, and if you have any of those, like if that's part of your personality, it would stem from this. But you could again have come back to experience being a different kind of personality like that, like wanting to be more empathic and compassionate. So keep that in mind if that speaks to you. Let's go to the next important day. So here's the so long, farewell, until we meet again card. So somebody's leaving. The relationship involved is friends, and these are again kind of more lower feelings. Like there's kind of like a depression or just like lonely kind of feeling. And I feel like what we're looking at here this day is I feel like you qualified for something that was athletic, and you're taking off, like you're leaving home, and this is the first time you're leaving home. And I feel like there's like a lot about yourself here that is coming out emotionally, and you don't know what to do with it. Like you don't know how to handle your emotional climate, because this person is so cut and dry, black and white, that, you know, it's either this or that. They never had to like kind of like handle various emotions like loneliness, depression, sad, like that kind of thing. Like I'm on my own, and now I need to like deal with my own stuff, you know, versus living with your parents or family and they knew how to handle you or make you happy. Again, you were like, you were probably the only child is what it feels like. But, you know, you had people to kind of like lean on without even realizing you were leaning on them, because they made it seem like you were, you know, just like you had everything under control, everything's fine. But now they're not there and you're feeling these feelings and you don't know really how to handle your like emotional climate. So in your current life, you could find that you're an emotional person. And if you are an emotional person and you express yourself a lot, it would be because this person didn't know how to express himself emotionally, so you'd be coming back into this life to express yourself. On the other hand, you could be someone who feels like you need to express yourself and you don't express yourself. And if that's the case, I feel like this would be coming up to show you that you already went through a life where you didn't express yourself fully as yourself, authentically, didn't know how, anything like that. So you have this time, you came back and now you have this time to do that. So take advantage of it and express yourself if that's the case, if it speaks to you. All right. So let's go to the Death card. And this is the Burn card. And right when I put this down, it was immediately there's a vehicle crash. Something happened in an incident, and it was just like, I'm not sure if there was an explosion of any kind, but it was the vehicle. Definitely like fumes were involved. There's definitely fumes involved. So you might be someone who is a little paranoid about driving. Maybe you don't like driving. Maybe you don't like flying too, because this could have been during the time, because this seemed more modern. Even though I said Olympics, it seemed more like early 20th century kind of thing is what it felt like. It just felt like this could be your last 1 or 2 lifetimes ago, or 3, I don't know. But it just seemed more recent, and so it could be a plane. So if you don't like flying or road trips or, you know, like just vehicle stuff, that would stem from here, but so would if you actually enjoyed them as well. So because to get over like a subconscious soul level fear, your soul might be coming back to express itself to get over the fear in a way of actually like loving to drive or loving to fly, or, you know what I mean, just like taking the fear head on kind of thing. So it can go either way. And also, if you are someone that gets like, if you get used to or you do get sick in the winter, like with pneumonia or something of the like where it's hard to breathe, if you have asthma, anything like that, something where it's hard to breathe too, that would stem from this, because I feel like there were fumes involved. That could also mean that you may be sensitive to like smoking, like the scent of smoke, smokers, hookah, you know, like just you'd be sensitive to the smell of those kind of like burning things that people do. All right. So here we're going to the lesson, and that's simplicity. Simplicity. And what comes to mind right away with simplicity, how this hooks into here, is because this lifestyle you lived was very, very simple. It was just on this, I feel like it's like an island, like I feel like it's one of the Greek islands, and it was a very simple life, and you succeeded beyond like most people by simply kind of following what you love to do, and that was the swimming. I feel like you love to swim, so that's what you did. And it's like, I feel like, you did work. I think you helped your family and things like that, but that wasn't the main focus. Like, you were able to really follow your passion. And that's kind of hard for a lot of people, because not a lot of people really dream simply or have simple dreams, like just simply like, I just want to, I want to swim. You know what I mean? Like it was right there, and you took advantage of it. And I feel like that you definitely completed the lesson here, but I feel like it's coming up again to kind of, it may be like kind of like a reminder to kind of open your eyes, look right in front of you, that you have everything to do what you want, like whatever you want to get out of life or your dream. It might be more simple than you think. It doesn't have to be complex. You might be someone who builds situations into something that are more complex than they are, or you turn like things that are like good things might come and happen to you, but you turn it into something where you can't just accept like a gift. Like there has to be something more to it, where I feel like this is coming up to tell you to just like allow things to be simple and try to focus on the simple things in life that you like. Like certain things people don't even realize are in front of their face their whole life, and then they look on TV and someone's invented something with an item that's been sitting by them their whole life, and they just didn't see it. They couldn't see the creativity in something so simple. They couldn't look past it, kind of outside the box. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like there's probably something that's right in front of your face, and you just have to like take a step back and try to see things from a different perspective and look outside the box with certain things, as far as whatever it may be that you're considering doing, whether it's like career-wise or hobby-wise. It's like, I feel like the main message is it's like right in front of your face. So there you go. So there's your past life reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were able to make connections, and thanks for letting me read you.